A girl walked into school wearing a full outfit of designer brands, immediately drawing the attention of many classmates. It turns out she comes from a wealthy family and receives a daily allowance of $300,000. On social media, she has millions of followers. Her daily outfits are often copied by other students. The main character, Hwarang, entered the classroom and was warmly greeted by her classmates. However, she responded with a cold and aloof attitude. She noticed a girl sitting at her desk. The girl immediately realized her mistake and quickly stood up to leave, but Hwarang stopped her. Reluctantly, the girl wiped down the desk before leaving. Behind the scenes, this girl had been secretly jealous of Hwarang. Out of envy, she spread false rumors about her. Although Hwarang had heard many of these stories, she chose to ignore them. Then, through a fan's private message, Hwarang discovered that someone was using her photos to run a fake account on a social media platform, an account that had already gained a significant following. Coincidentally, the same girl was just then bragging to her classmates that she had used Hwarang's photos to get herself a handsome boyfriend. But moments later, she began receiving countless messages from netizens criticizing her. It turned out Hwarang had just publicly clarified that the account was fake and not hers. At that moment, Hwarang happened to walk by. The jealous girl, now furious, stopped her and angrily asked why she would expose her like that. Hwarang responded with a few words on behalf of her fans and turned to leave. But the girl, unwilling to let it go, grabbed Hwarang's hand in a fit of rage, accidentally causing Hwarang's phone to fall and smash on the ground. This time, Hwarang was truly angered. She grabbed the other girl's phone and, without hesitation, smashed it on the ground. Then she calmly picked up her own phone and walked away without looking back. Meanwhile, on the other side of campus, we meet the male lead, Euntaek. He is also extremely popular and serves as the head of the school's broadcasting club. Euntaek is a perfectionist. He insists on doing everything flawlessly and to the highest standard. With his handsome looks and serious demeanor, he has attracted the attention of many girls. Several have even tried to join the broadcasting club just to get closer to him. Not long ago, one of the female anchors in the club, So-hyun, confessed her feelings to Euntaek. But Euntaek coldly rejected her and promptly kicked her out of the club. Now that So-hyun had been removed, the club was in urgent need of a replacement. At that moment, a student suggested Hwarang for the role, mainly because of her massive online following and strong presence, which made her a perfect fit. So Euntaek decided to approach Hwarang personally and invited her to join the broadcasting team. A girl had fallen asleep on the bus when a boy quietly came over to close the window. Just then, she suddenly woke up and was startled, leaning back in fear. Their eyes met for a brief moment. It turned out the boy, Euntaek, had called out to her several times but got no response, so he had no choice but to close the window himself. Not long after, Hwarang reopened the window, making it obvious that there was some tension between them. As it turns out, the day before, Euntaek had approached Hwarang to invite her to join the school's broadcasting club, but she firmly turned him down. Euntaek, feeling slighted by her attitude, sarcastically mocked her. Hwarang, not one to back down, fired back with some sharp words of her own. Their encounter ended on a sour note. The next day, Hwarang was resting under a tree, listening to the school broadcast. Suddenly, she heard a story that seemed to mirror her own past experiences. When she arrived for the interview, Euntaek remembered her rejecting his invitation and curtly told her that the interviews were already over. But another club member quickly corrected him, saying there was still time left. Reluctantly, Euntaek began the interview, and thanks to Hwarang's impressive skills, she passed with ease. Afterward, Hwarang asked who had submitted the story she'd heard. Euntaek replied that the submission was anonymous and had to remain confidential. On her first official day,